Hi everyone, I'm Abby and I'm a third year forensic biology student here at USW, and today I'm going to take you around the upper Glyntaff campus. This is the crime scene house where all of our forensic students get hands-on experience at using the investigative techniques they'll use in real-world scenarios. This is the living room of our crime scene house. As you can see, it's set up as a crime scene. In here we learn things like fibre recovery, swabbing of blood stains and recovery of objects like knives. We've also had a new system put into the crime scene house where there's a camera in every room so the lecturers can remotely observe us, they don't interfere with the crime scene, and they can give us feedback through the cameras as well. Welcome to our forensics lab. This was built specially for us last year. This lab contains everything we need for all our analysis, everything from fibre tapings all the way up to glass analysis. Now I'm going to take you on a tour of the School of Applied Sciences. This is our molecular biology lab. In here we do things to do with DNA, so we look at DNA purity and trying to extract DNA from pieces of evidence. This is our NMR machine. It stands for nuclear magnetic resonance, and it's used for figuring out what is contained within a sample. This is the clinical skills simulation suite. In here, our biomedical sciences, science students and our human biology students learn skills such as taking blood pressures and inserting cannulas. This is our organic chemistry lab. Many students use this, so obviously the chemistry students, the forensic science students also use it for their chemistry modules, and if you do a foundation year you'll also be working in here. We've got many different types of equipment in here. These are the rotary evaporators here to separate liquids from oils. We've also got our fume hoods which are behind me. We use these to stop any noxious gases from entering the lab while we're working.
Welcome to the clinical simulation suite at USW Glyntaff campus. We're now going to go through to the two bays where teaching is taking place. As you can see, the bays are set out exactly like a hospital setting with all the equipment needed. Now we're going to go to ED department. Here we've got our fully equipped ambulance that we use for all four fields of nursing. We've got a fully working emergency department, so when patients come in, we've got recess equipment and it caters to all four fields of nursing. We are now going into our intensive care unit. This unit features highly specialist equipment, including our mannequin. There are only 2 in Wales. We have a ventilator and other specialist equipment. This room is used by all four fields of nursing and midwifery. Now we're going to head to the Pediatric Unit. You can see it's set out exactly as it would be in clinical practice with all the necessary equipment. This is our Pediatric Intensive Care Unit. It's complete with the mannequins, the one-way window with the controls for the mannequins, so it replicates what you would see in clinical practice. We're now going through to our maternity unit. This unit is used by student midwives and it's set up to replicate what you would see in a clinical setting. We've got mannequins, baby mannequins, we've got a birthing pool, we've got specialist equipment to be used during pregnancy. We have the mannequins which are designed to replicate childbirth and lots of other specialist equipment used in clinical settings. Now going into our community flat. This is a 2-bedroom purpose-built flat used to replicate care in the community. Care happens in a hospital setting. There is also care in the community. This room is used by all four fields of nursing and midwifery.
Hi everyone, I'm at Glyntaff campus. Upper Glyntaff is behind me, lower Glyntaff is down the bottom. Today we're going to show you all around these amazing facilities and what we've got to offer.
So here we are in the Hydro Simulation Centre in Elaine Morgan in lower Glyntaff campus. This centre is mostly used for policing students, however other departments do come in and use it as well. As policing students we use this for investigations, but other students will come in here and use it for teamwork activities and following through different investigations or situations, and it allows us to sort of work out what we need to do in order to solve that situation or something like that, as well as our lecturers being able to observe us from a different room. So in here is the Hydro Simulation Control Room. So usually this will be where your lecturers and the people that run Hydro will be. And as you can see on all these screens right here, these will be full of will also be putting up activities videos on here and sending them through to us in the pod rooms. So this space is mostly used for your lecturers to observe, but we also have guests in here. So in our policing ones, we sometimes have police officers coming in, detective constables, chief constables. They come in and they observe us students to see what we're doing and how we're getting on. So this is one of the pod rooms. There'll be usually between 5 and 6 students in one of these pod rooms. So this is an example of one of the policing practicals we have. As you can see here, they've sent in a video all about a flood that happened, and as a team then we have to work out what we would do in that situation, how we would control that flood, who would we need to get involved. The iPads are great as well. We sometimes fill in questionnaires, we can do our own research as we go along. We make then a log of all our decisions right here on the computer. So through the computer of Hydra, we can send communications to the control room if we get stuck, we need help. We can ask them questions through that, and we can also log everything we do. So then, when we come back to the plenary, when we all come back together, people can read through our logs, see what different decisions were. One team could have made a completely different decision about the flood to another team. So it's really interesting when we go back to plenary to see all our decisions on those logs right there. Also, my favourite part is the whiteboard. Us guys use this whiteboard all the time. Every time we plan anything out, we're scrolling all over the whiteboard as well. Yeah, and that's a pod room. And that's pretty much most of Hydra. So thank you for joining this virtual tour, and hopefully we will be able to see you soon. Bye!